game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out and sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They're facing a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Handoff from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. That's reeled in, it's Wolf. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
That's caught. It's Dugan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the breaks and we see the highlights on.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the left. Running into the open space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Making side adjustments here. Snap from the gun on third down. Using the quick game. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep your foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting a huge loss.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Past the first down marker and still running. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've
picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early in the game to get up a couple scores. That is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he's knocked down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Takes it on the shovel.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Page. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team.
No, brother, I actually didn't mean to do that, man. The first thing that pops up is the onside kick from when I do the damn, what you call it? That's why I did kick that shit short. I didn't mean to do that. It's all good. My bad, homie.
When you're facing a deficit like this when you start the second half, you really can't afford to waste it.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Under fire. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Hit right back to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They send the tight end in motion. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit.
There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it.
Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Byrne. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, His player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia was like a 65
Yeah, man, you got to go in and develop them jokers, man. It took me a minute to get to where I'm at. And my team had to regress. Everybody had to left my first year. And kind of build it up. Take about 2 years.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Punch through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Yeah, you can be all right. I took my lumps and bruises the same way.
The give to the lone running back.
Oh, okay. Flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
There you go. That's the biggest thing.
Now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
And he is finding wide open defenders
I ain't never seen
all
that.
over the
If
field.
it's show
His
pass right
third
to
interception of the day. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game.
Yeah,
Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Oh yeah, but you got guns, man.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Yeah, you got the guns.
That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Dugan. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10.
Clemson is my nemesis, man. That joker, he's still on my recruit. Like I'll be in first place for a while, and all of a sudden, he boom.
You get a play,
He
but
was
they haven't put
snuff
2
a
and
player.
3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get back to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
There you go.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Still looking on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now the play fake. And as he throws, finds a man on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. They got stuffed. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game.